Hey, what is up, everybody? This is Stevie Breach coming to you here today. That was a morning football game. That was one way to start off an NFL season. San Francisco 49ers 1-0. We weren't able to say that last year. Of course, we dropped that game to the Bears. But, man, we ran into a Steelers team that just didn't seem like they were on pace. They had a good drive in there right before halftime, but they never really got it going to really set the stage for a real football game here. So the Niners, second half wasn't really that fun, I guess you can say. Niners scored 10 points in the third and fourth quarter, but we really had that one sewed up at halftime, and that's the way, it's not going to make for the best game. You're not sitting on the edge of the couch chewing your fingernails, passing on the chips. But damn good day. Niners win 30-7, start off 1-0. Feel bad for Jersey Jerry, feel bad for Kenny Pickett. Steelers, honestly, probably the number 2 football team that I root for in the NFL. I think Tomlin is a hell of a coach, and he's going to find a way to put this together. The man's never had a losing season in the NFL. One heck of a team. But the Niners just looked like they were too good today. Nick Bosa, who was a big storyline going into today's game, getting his deal signed to stay with the Niners and, re-up and extend that rookie contract, became the highest defensive player in the league. He played about half the snaps out there. The storyline that people were saying was, T.J. Watt did the same thing a few years ago, held out until right before kickoff the first game, and ended up, going out playing the whole first game, but ended up getting hurt. I believe it was in week 2 or week 3, and the Niners don't really want to do that. We've gone through a year without Bosa, and the team's just really not the same. Brock Purdy, 19 for 29, 220 yards passing, 2 touchdowns to Brandon Ayuk. McCaffrey had the big run, 22 carries for 152 yards. Feel bad for Elijah Mitchell. Sort of got lost in the shuffle there. Only 5 carries for 10 yards on the day. Deebo Samuel ran the ball twice. Not the biggest fan. The play works, but Deebo should be out there, trying to set up the pass. And anytime you have Samuel out there, it's going to make a guy like Brandon Ayuk or even Juan Jennings look better out there. So that's really the play that I look forward to seeing go there. So player of the day, probably going to be Brandon Ayuk with his 2 touchdowns, but Christian McCaffrey with that big run. It sort of showed why people were still picking him as a top pick in their fantasy picks from here. I just want to keep seeing football like this, man. It's going to be looking good. So hopefully we can start our winning ways, go on a little bit of a streak to start the season. And, hey, 49er football, always fun. Peace out.